1992. Terry Oliver's body was found 1993. Dwayne Swalb, 1993. And Johnny Williams, 1994.
I want to say before I read this last part, I did come from Fresno to stand in solidarity with all of you here from North San Diego County, and all of you who came from other areas of the state and outside of the state. I think the reality is while we stand here together, we realize that not all of the people that we've listed tonight come from a hate crime because they were LGBT, but also because of a hate crime because of the color of their skin. And sadly, we live in a state where we sometimes idolize the king of pop, but sometimes forget the people that defend us to make that pop possible. So I ask all of you in these last moments to remember the name of a gay person who is in our minds tonight. He is the reason we are here. He was murdered while working on guard duty as a sentry at Camp Pendleton, Seaman August Provost, June 30th, 2009. He was only 29 years old with a promising future. His murder is under investigation. It may turn out that he was not murdered just for being in the wrong. It may turn out that he was murdered for just being gay, or just being in the wrong place at the wrong time. We do not know at this time what the answer is. However, what we do know is that he was harassed for the majority of this time on active duty for preliminary being gay and secondary for being an African American. Silently, he lived with this deep emotional pain because don't ask, don't tell prevented him from complaining to his chain of command for fear of being fired.
No one should ever have to spend an entire year suffering in a cruel and hostile work environment. Don't ask, don't tell equals silence, equals deeply emotional death. So let us all stand here in silence for this emotional violence. Thinking about all those that cannot speak out loud, that are forced in a claustrophobic emotional closet, not of their own doing, but to please prejudiced people. As we stand in silence, we send them strength and love, as well as thoughts for Seaman August Provost, a man that passed before his time. One is too many murder victims for our community, and in fact for the greater society.
Hi folks, we have a process. Each and every one of you has a flower, and each and every one of you should have a candle. As you form single file to go on the bridge with your signs and candles, we want you to put your flower near the bigger flowers that are in memorial with the sign about him and the American flag to show solidarity for his memorial and to stand in silence. I will hold that tall candle, and when I start walking back here, I need all of you to come back here because we're going to play a song on the PA system that is appropriate for this kind of scenario. So we appreciate everyone, and we appreciate especially those that are military, that are lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender, that are also serving in silence and forced to live in an emotional death. And before we leave, we have two requests. Does anybody in here personally know Seaman Provost and would like to speak? If so, come forward. Does anybody else in here know of a lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender that died before their time and they would like to mention that person's name? Because we'd like to give them that opportunity.
David Stumpf took his own life in 1988 in Maine, a friend of mine.
Does anybody else know anybody?
In memory of all of the lesbian and gay, transgendered, bisexual, queer folk who died of AIDS because the government didn't acknowledge the fact that we were dying. AIDS is a hate crime.
And with that, we would like everybody to walk to the back first, single file, and put your flowers down where you see those flowers up there, and then walk onto the bridge quietly and show your signs loudly.
cool. No worries. What's up? This thing, I call it a memorial display, or a memorial display which included an American flag, wreaths, and a picture. That's what I describe it, I guess, yeah.